My name's Rhys. Welcome to Cream Teas and Jam.
Can you see my BFC sticker?
Yes. Can you see mine?
Yes. Still where you landed last time.
Filmogenic. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dan Watson.
And I am Paul Sloggett. Welcome to a special edition of the Dare.
Yeah, proper special. We've got a bit of a mix-up here, haven't we? A bit of a change. Like, I don't know what you'd call it. Like, if it were cuisine, it would be like fusion cuisine.
Not an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Not an all-you-can-eat. Well, I suppose that's a kind of fusion because you had gummy string worms and prawns, didn't you? Yeah.
That's a fusion.
That's fusion. Well, hopefully this is a slightly better combination. Ladies and gentlemen, oh no, what have I done with that? I've just pressed X.
Have you fucked it already?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's
right,
get them.
If you saw the tech out, I'll talk them through.
Let's get them all in. There we go.
Are they coming?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the biggest fusion since Japanese cuisine met Chip House in Leeds. Welcome to the BFC Cross Daydream Productions. Now this is a special episode, like we said, because this is a bit of a mashup here. That's what the kids are saying. It mashup. Explaining a bit about an event that's coming up that involves these guys. So without further ado, we're going to pass it over to their ringleader, which is... No one steps forward. Everyone takes a step back.
We're a democracy, Dan.
You're a democracy.
You're not on this podcast. We're fucking name money there.
Do you have a spokesperson for this event? And what are you calling this event? Where is this event? What's it going to entail?
I'll go for it. If that's all right with you two.
Come on.
Good evening, Emlyn.
So, obviously, we've all heard of Cream Teas and Jam. There's these two wonderful chaps, Dave and Rhys, and the rest of the BFC used to put that on at Mountainboard centres across the UK many years ago. And we'll get to that, I'm sure, when we share some memories about it. But I missed it, basically, and I think these guys did too. So I suggested doing a rebooted version of Cream Teas and Jam at the last remaining Mountainboard centre, BugsBoarding. Because we all had loads of fun in the Jib Jam at the ATBA comp this year, the UK champs. So we thought, why don't we do this again, but in the old rider judged format. So I think I said to Dave, fancy doing it again? And he was keen, so got everyone else on board.
Yeah, they're a doddle to organise. Take like zero effort. The lowest effort comp you can imagine. Let's do one.
But it was harder getting you on the right time to get on this bloody podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I got to say that was I started to feel little veins coming up there when we were trying to organise the nights, like when we could fit this in.
Well, thanks for taking your Wednesday evening ride off, Dan. So.
Hey, well, no, it's no more, is it?
Yeah,
it is no more. The Wednesday evenings at the track have ceased now for summer. So I might end up having to change that to Thursday nights at Mount Hawk.
Nice.
That'd be good.
Well, yeah, they've got the outside pump track there as well, haven't they?
They have, and they've got a little outside plaza, and the inside you got the vert, you got jump lines,
and you got Blackpool.
Yeah, and you got Blackpool. Yeah, it's a proper place. I'm just not good enough to be able to use it properly. I go there and then spend all my bloody time fanning around doing stalls on curbs.
That sounds like a very Cream Teas and Jam trip.
Do one down there.
That's it. Yeah, you could actually. You could quite easily do one indoors down there. Very easily.
Me and Emlyn went to Lee Woods like at the start of the summer for a ride to scope out, and we spent I'd say like half an hour. There was like one little tiny tree route, and we were just like doing nose stalls and trying to 270 out of that with like a 1 mile an hour rolling. And yeah, that is definitely the vibe of cream teas and jam.
Sounds a bit like your culture road trip as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are rebooting Cream Teas for what I was about to say, the 22nd century, the 21st century. No, you were in the 21st century, weren't you, when we did that?
For the third decade.
For the third decade.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So Cream Teas now, you could technically say, spans 3 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me feel old, man.
Well, in fact, it's probably only about 14 years, but you just got 2 year either side.
Yeah.
So, what's the format you're going to be running?
Well, hold up. Where is it, and when? That's the bit, because if people switch off now, they've at least got that detail.
Yeah, it's at BugsBoarding, of course, and it's the 8th of October, I think, Saturday.
You think?
Sorry? Yeah, I think.
Hang on, take the poster, Emlyn. You made it.
Oh, yeah, cool. I haven't looked at it.
Take the Facebook event. It's the 8th.
And there is a Facebook event.
There is.
Fair enough. And what time does it kick off?
I haven't really talked about that. Don't know.
I thought this was a planning meeting.
Yeah.
This is the planning meeting.
What time do you guys fancy?
Put it in the comments below when you want this to kick off.
6 a.m.
Riders meeting, 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock start. If you put it down as that, you can add plus an hour on for Mountainboard time. So we're talking out of 10 riders meeting, 11 o'clock start.
Yeah.
Perfect. And Bugs opens at 10.
Bugs opens at 11. So.
Oh, 11. Okay.
Yeah. So jump the gate and...
So are you saying a midday then, potentially?
I reckon around then, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It's pretty chill.
Have some cream teas.
Oh,
right for another hour.
Who's on scone duty?
I am. I'm the cream tea sponsor of the event.
Oh yeah.
I'll go to Tesco.
Homemade?
No.
Don't say that. They're homemade.
The jam's homemade, but the scones aren't. The clotted cream. The clotted cream is specially squeezed. I'm getting dark. I think
Dan should be bringing the clotted cream up from down yonder when he comes
I don't know
up.
that I'm going to be there, to be totally honest with you.
You're not meant to say that on the podcast, Dan. Just say
I'm going to be. Yeah, I will definitely be there.
Right. Well, if he's not there, I'll bring the clotted cream up.
Oh no, I'm going to have to come. You'll end up with Devonshire shite.
What the fuck, man? I work in a Cornwall every day, don't I?
Can you nick a load of pasties from work and bring them up, Slugs?
Well, I know I work for them, but I can say this because none of them watch it in work. They're not real pasties, Dave.
What?
What are they then?
They're like pasties that the Cornishmen make for northern people. They're not a proper pasty. You wouldn't see Cornishmen eating one, that's for sure.
Where do you work? Ginsters?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
And can they sponsor the event?
Not now. I fucked them over by saying that.
Oh, that would be good. A Cornish event. I'd have to go across the road and speak to Philps. We're getting sponsoring a Cornish.
Yeah. Well, where Beeren lives in Boscastle, Gingsters sponsor one of the gig boats down there.
Oh, so they're open to things then?
They are open to sponsorship to people that don't slate their pasties.
I love a Ginster's pasty.
I can't get enough of them.
I would give up sticker dinners for pasties.
Would you?
Yeah.
What's the sticker dinner?
Sticker dinner's what Dave Compton's and Rhys feed their children.
Yeah, we did we thought we were getting paid to be on the Dirt podcast, but they just sent us some stickers. Yeah.
Are they supposed to feed their kids?
Yeah.
They're still alive, aren't they?
Yeah, surviving. Just about.
Right, let's get
wildly off topic here again, gents.
Yeah.
We've delved into fucking Ginster's pasty.
No,
gonna
to be
do
fair,
your
we're looking at sponsorship deals, aren't we? So we're not really off topic.
Okay, well, we'll go Rodders then. Let's go Rodders for the clotted cream. So there will be a meeting around midday. Ish. There will be Dreamteas in the afternoon, sponsored by the Dave Compton fan club. And there will be lots of nose stools, bonks, tail grabs, disasters of the mini ramp and quarter pipe styling, not too many disasters.
I'm going to explain what cream teas and jam is for anyone who doesn't.
Yeah, I think that's helpful. Let's start.
Which is a rider judged jam across a load of zones. And so I think we'll probably have like 3 different zones at Bugs, possibly 4. We'll spend about 45 minutes in each zone.
And your zone will consist of like a top section.
Yeah, so it'll be like the jib section, maybe the jump section, the drop-off bowl, maybe the airbag. I don't know. We'll work it. Maybe the quarter pipe. We'll need to decide at some point. And we'll spend about 45 minutes, half an hour in each zone. Everyone rides, go whenever you want. No one has to like put a line together. You don't get judged on your best 3. It's just total like jam format, totally free. And at the end of each zone, all the riders vote on a piece of paper. You just put down your top 3 riders on a piece of paper. We collect it up, and then we add up all the votes for each zone and find the top 3 riders at the end of the day. And
so it's going to be an open then, no age categories.
I think there won't be age categories, but we're thinking that we'll probably have a kind of a pro and an open category. I don't know what the names of it will be, but it'll be like a pro one and an open one, or maybe we'd call it beginners, because I think another like real big objective for it is to make it open to everyone, and it's not about trying to like get all the best riders down. It's trying to make a really fun event that like all the Bugs kids want to come to and enjoy, and we'll give them spot prizes and just to be really fun and inclusive for everyone.
Well, that's exactly what it used to be, really accessible to everyone.
Yeah,
that's it. It's about having a good laugh with like some good riders, but also like beginners. So if you've never entered a competition before, don't worry about it, come along, because it doesn't feel like a competition. No one's telling you when to go. There's no like pressure. It's just like have a ride, have a shred, and maybe walk away with a t-shirt that gets thrown at you by Dave or Emlyn or someone.
We need a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
Fire it at people. Yeah, and if you want, you can spend the whole 40 minutes on like one little rail trying to land like your front board 270 out, or just a 50-50. You don't have to like do the whole zone, put a whole run together or anything like that. And it's just total chaos is the aim.
Yeah, friendly, fun chaos.
Is it literally just go when you want on the feature that you want? Are you gonna? Yeah. Nice.
And some people, you might not see everything everyone does, but it's.
But but if you're all judging each other, then you've got to have one eye on yourself and one eye on everybody else, haven't you?
Yeah, but you're all watching. Everyone's like judging in the head when they're watching a comp. If you're competing in freestyle, you're watching.
Hopefully, you're feeding off each other as well in that environment.
Yeah,
it's not like you say. It's not competition, but there is an element of competitiveness. Like certainly from the way we used to session stuff. Like you're trying to get your tricks, aren't you? And it becomes a battle with yourself. But at the same time, you kind of like want to get your trick before the guy next to you, or do you know? But it's motivating, shall I say?
Yeah. It's like a really good session, but you might actually get a t-shirt or some springs or something at the end of it.
Yeah. Well, I did actually mean to leave a couple of t-shirts for you, Emlyn, but I never see you over the weekend. And I did see you, Dave, but I didn't give them to you, and I should have done.
Yeah.
But I'll send them up. I'll go to the post office on Friday, and we'll send a couple up for the con.
No, it's all right, because we'll see you at the event.
Oh yeah, you'll see me there.
Can't get rid of.
One other thing we should probably say about the Creamteas kind of competition or jam is that we always had categories for stuff that wasn't necessarily, like the best rider of the day. So there'd be like most progression. What else did we used to have? Like most stack. Yeah, best stack, most fun, so if you come along and you do your first board slide, or you do your first like rail or first 360, like everyone gets super excited about that kind of thing, and you could even walk away with a Dreamteas prize at the end of it, right?
Best vibes.
Best vibes.
The loudest for everyone.
Yeah. Are we going to have
will there be any of the BFC Pro Model 3/4 lengths in that t-shirt cannon?
There's only one pair in existence.
Only one pair. Oh.
Yeah, Matt Brenn's got the prototype.
Wear them.
Yeah, I had my eye on that prize.
What are you going to do? Put them on your wall? You never wear shorts.
Yeah, well, that's it, but they're 3/4.
I think
they're not shorts, are they?
Oh, so it's only your ankle. You don't mind your ankles.
Yeah, well, nobody ever gets cold ankles, do they? When was the last time you complained about having cold ankles? Exactly. So that all sounds wicked. I mean, I'm hoping for you guys that some of the Bugs youth will turn up, because it was always traditionally quite a young event. I mean, you guys were bloody whippersnappers yourself. Emlyn, how old did you do a Dreamteas event?
Yeah, I did a couple of. I think I did probably 4 Creamteas. I think there was one year where I did like all of them. I must have done 4 or 5 or 6, because on the other years I did like 1 or 2 of them.
And were they one of your earliest competitions, do you think?
Yeah, that was around like 2012, and I think maybe the last one was in 2013, maybe.
Right.
Does that sound about right?
I think they were a bit earlier than that. I think it was like first 109, then a series in 2010, and then the last one in 2011. I think I remember one in 2012, so maybe that. I just remember that being like a standout year, and definitely Cream was part of that. Oh, so
yeah,
your memories be better than mine.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to set up the love in here, but I'm pretty sure that in Emlyn's episode he cited you guys as like kind of influential to their style of riding, and I think personally I think that's fair to say, because it comes through in like the Daydream videos. Whilst are completely different, there's a similar vibe to the product that the Daydream crew put out to what the BFC put out. Do you think that was intentional, or like?
Yeah, definitely. We all had the BFC DVDs like this. I think I got that on my first day mountainboarding. So,
not like this. That one's there. That one's filmogenic.
Yeah. Yeah, because they give them away at Bugs and at other centres. So, yeah, definitely inspirational.
Oh,
did you ever think you guys would be called inspirational on a podcast? Didn't know what podcasts were.
Yeah, I'm put it on my CV now though.
Yeah.
You can put it on the infold of your book.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
but that's so nice to hear, and it's I guess that means that everything we did back in the day is kind of worthwhile, right? Like, and I thought that this year when we were all competing at Bugs, it was so sick to see Emlyn and Eamon and all the other Daydream Productions crew like absolutely killing it in the Jib Jam, and just being like, oh, I remember those kids when they were literal kids coming along to Creamteas and entering their first comp, and now they're, you know, some of the best mountain boarders in the country. Like it's really cool to see.
Connor doing the front flip cartwheel things off over the tiny spine. Like there was some like proper creative stuff in there as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Connor Tyson.
Yeah, he seems to like going upside down, that boy.
Yeah, I think he's free for the event, so he'll probably be doing more stupid stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got that in that Jib Jam that we did at the ATVA Champs. Credit has to be given here for the most BFC trick of the day, and it has to go to Rhys there. Right at the top, there's that traffic pole. And he did a hand plant like 270 twisted out, and I thought, I have not seen you do something like that for years and years, and it was cool as fuck. It was brilliant.
Cheers. It was so good just to be back on the board again, just like hitting all those jibs, and you know, I felt like I was 18 again. And yeah, that was like the vibe, and it's really cool to see that the ATVA are now doing stuff like that. Like, we never used to have jib jams at ATVA comps. It was all proper like border cross racing or freestyle, and you've got to go do 2 runs. And I think that was one of the reasons why we started doing Creamteas, wasn't it? Because the comps were just quite like serious. Like, they were still super fun, but they were quite, the actual competing was like serious and competitive, and
the whole competitions are very rigid, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
and they're quite hard to like innovate in as well. So when you've got like 3 runs and your best, or 4 runs and your best 2 are judged, you've got to like put down your banker, and then you'll probably put down another banker. So you've got 2 scored runs, and then you might like try and do like a trick you haven't done, but you've only got then 2 goes at it. So people are like often in competitions doing stuff like within their capabilities. And again, like Creamteas, we wanted to see people like a comp where people are trying stuff and can try it 10 times in a row and eventually land it and like be rewarded for that as well.
That is cool.
Yeah,
that is definitely the way to go, because like you say, it's rewarding progression as opposed to your achievement. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's achievement's not the right word, but it's definitely rewarding progression. Will Emlyn, will Matt Wright be coming along, do you think?
Yeah. So I think all the Daydream boys are going to come.
Was that a bit of a reunion for you guys as well this summer?
Yeah, first time all 6 of us have been together for ages. And there was like one moment where we were trying to all be together at the same place, and Ben was just walking off. We were just like, Ben, come back. We want to make some more videos, definitely. So I might not be riding because I've got a dodgy hip. Hopefully it's all right by then, but I've been told to rest it for at least a month, and I think it's only in 3 weeks. So I might film, so I might get a good edit out of it as well.
Very presumptuous of you there, Emlyn, but I like your confidence.
Sorry?
You might get a good edit. Oh, okay. Well, I think we'll be the judge of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've got this.
Matt Wright killed the edit of the ATVA comp. Like, that video is so good.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best comp edits I've seen. I was like really impressed with what he managed to do. Because they usually can be just like the same run on the border cross over and over again, and then like a couple of tricks on the freestyle, but they're too hungover to film. The freestyle usually.
Well, I hope. I mean, I think there'll be a pretty good turnout. To be fair, I mean, like people are still chomping at the bit to have meetups and ride together and stuff like that. You know,
it'll be the summer season closer.
Yeah.
I
suppose it essentially will. Does Bugs close after half term?
Usually around that time. They sometimes try and have a bit of a Halloween bash.
Yeah.
But that might just be more of a pub than a proper ride.
Yeah.
It'll be good. It'll be good to see new people, people that haven't done cream teas before getting involved. Like, I'm thinking of like Mark and Sarah. I think they'll love it. And Lewis, obviously, and all of his little mates.
They are prime for Dream Tea material. Definitely. Do you know what? It's easier. That Dream Tea rolls off my tongue way easier than cream teas. It's like it was meant to be.
Is it a dream?
Yeah.
I just have to be
3 decades in the making.
Like the name we just pinched from the Volcom peanut butter and rail jam as well, which was going on at the time, like a snowboard event in the US, and it just looked like really chaotic and fun vibes and was all rider judged. And like totally uncreative. We were like, what's a UK version of peanut butter and rail jam? That sounds too American. We were like, cream tea jam.
Yes. Well, I love it.
Yeah.
Back then I still do. I got many memories. Well, I say many memories. I have a wicked memory of the Knockhill event back in the day. Previous guest of one, that Jolly Tom has been a winner, hasn't he?
Yeah. The one.
Hey?
He won the first one.
The very first one, was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember any of the other champs from that first event. I think most of them have just faded away.
I think the one that I went to there was like one of the last times I went to Knockhill. And that's the one that I picture as being 2012, but it might have been before that. And I think there was another one at Bugs after that, and that was maybe the last one that I can remember. But the Knockhill one is the one that stands out. That last one that I was at.
Well, Knockhill was the perfect place for a jib jam.
Yeah,
because it was fucking jibtastic, wasn't it? Everything there was a fucking jib.
Yeah, and you only ever really had like 2 hits in a line there, but you just had so many lines across that hill.
Yeah, and I think Roger and Kim were kind of key in like the original event, right? And the kind of one of the reasons it happened was because they built this amazing centre that was designed to just jib and have a couple of hits in session all day, and like you could see everything. Like,
you couldn't do an ATBA comp there, so it kind of got missed out in the comps, I suppose.
I think that was like part of the reason of setting it up as well, was that we all loved riding at Knockhill, and we need. It's obviously never going to get an ATBA comp. We need to like run some kind of comp here. That's it was almost like part of the inspiration for the whole series.
Yeah, and they did, like Roger and Kim did most of the work getting it all set up. We were just like, okay, we'll promote it on Facebook, and we got flyers printed for the second series because we did the first one at Knockhill, and then the year after there was a series. We did Knockhill, we did one in Wanny Park, just as like the evening of the Belgian Open, I think, wasn't it? And then we did one at Bugs, and then the year after we did a series of like Knockhill, Bugs, and Surf the Turf. I think that's
Surf the Turf. What, in Ireland? Was that Surf the Turf?
No. Surf the Turf was in the Lake District. It was Marcus, Knoxville, his place, which was great. And they were so it was kind of always at centre. Apart from, well, I guess at the time Bugs didn't host ATBA comps, did it?
No.
So we kind of set the series up, or not like as an alternative to the ATBA, because the ATBA did a very good specific thing of like these big serious events, and we were like, okay, we've actually got all these other mountain board centres that don't quite have the facilities that other ATBA centres have, so let's do something where we can still bring people in and have people ride and session and have a weekend camping and have a lot of fun and just catch up with people. And yeah, they were pretty, as we said, they were pretty easy for us to organise. When you don't need a timing system.
Yeah.
You don't need like judges.
Yeah. You just go old school with it all.
Yeah.
We just like brought scraps of paper and prizes, and that's it, and pens. And I think we even like, so Kim made like handmade like 100. It might even be Kim, her mum, handmaking like 100 scones for the first one.
I remember them, or I'm sure. I don't know where they are, but it might be on my Facebook profile. I might even have an album from Dreamteas or something like that. But I've definitely seen like a decorating table with just plates of scones, jam, and cream on ready to give out.
Yeah, it's great to like have it. It's almost got, in Europe they like do the kind of communal meal things really well at events, and I don't know why we don't in the UK. We like don't have the culture for it, so it's so nice.
We
to
did this year.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? It was really nice.
I thought that was a really good touch to the event, and I've got to say, I don't think it was mentioned in the questionnaire afterwards about the meal there, but I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, and it was decent quality as well.
Oh yeah, Nina knocked it out the park. I don't know. I don't think she made it herself, but wherever
it came from the local pub.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that was cracking. That was really good, and like you say, it's such a nice, pleasurable part about the European comp scene, and that communal eating, sitting, taking a break together from proceedings, and having a chat, and it's a reset, isn't it, for everybody? Yeah. If you've had a bit of a shit morning or whatever on the board, you can stop and have a chat with people, and then you go back in fresh again in the afternoon. It's nice.
You're not just having a sandwich back at your tent.
Yeah. Crying into your knee pads.
That's just reminded me. I think one of the ones at Bugs that really stands out. You guys have managed to get. I don't know if it must have been sponsored by Monster, or you managed to get loads of monsters anyway. And like me and my friends that I used to ride with, kind of the beginnings of Daydream, we just sessioned the monsters. Like never really had them before. And then there was like these little energy shots as well. I had like 15 of them.
Have you now got a heart condition?
And
just in my mind's eye, little 12, 13, 14-year-old Emlyn just running around doing that Macaulay Culkin in the.
Yeah, I don't know what we did after that. Probably just crashed, went to sleep.
Sitting there having palpitations.
Yeah. No, it felt like it was quite high profile when I was like a participant, because I remember, I think it was the year after that, Eamon won overall, I think, or maybe in the juniors, and got like an MBS deck and like a kind of that led into the sponsorship, or I think that was the prize. Like
we're
sponsor.
we're always quite lucky, I think, because we had the connections through doing the DVDs with like people in the industry at MBS, Tramper, ATV Shop, No Snow, all the centres. Any other big sponsors I'm missing out, Dave?
Well, I can't think of any. Just
Pleasure Holidays.
Yeah, Pleasure Holidays. Yeah, so we had all these amazing sponsors that sponsored the DVDs, and when it came to organising events, they were keen to throw in. So yeah, I remember chatting to Tom about that, and I think when Eamon won, it must have been a few years into the series happening, so we knew there was going to be like a good turnout, and the riding was going to be good. I think Tom Beaton at Max Track was basically like, yeah, sure, we can offer a sponsorship and use it as a way of like finding new talent and bringing it into the MBS team, because at the time we were doing demos all over the country and stuff. So yeah, like it's cool that played a role in hooking Eamon up with some stuff and hopefully keeping him involved in mountain boarding and kind of running the whole show nowadays, along with Matt and the whole PA crew.
That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Certainly nearly put me off. I just now like thinking back to Knockhill and stuff. And you're talking about Eamon, his back garden or that field at the back where you guys filmed, or Daydream filmed a lot of Ruddy Marvellous. Was that the one that was filmed a lot thereof? Yeah.
Had a very Knockhill feel to it with all the pallets and the setting the Argos kickers the wrong way and rocking into them and stuff.
Yeah, we did those backyard jam sessions that Reminisce set up like a few years later. So that was a bit of a kind of homage to Dreamteas, similar kind of. I think it was a similar format. I don't know if there were judges or just rider judged. No, I can't remember anyone winning. I think it was just a jam, just like session.
I'd have liked to have gone to some of them. Where'd they have them? I know they had a few of them, didn't they? One was Eamon's yard. I
think it was just two in the end. It was Eamon's back garden and Will McCauley's. They both had a field like by the house. So, and Will's was super steep. It doesn't really look it in any videos, but it was really steep. Like you kind of do one trick and have to try and stop. And Eamon's was kind of the opposite, but you had that massive jump over the hedge, which is really sick, which is now at Bugs. So
is it?
Yeah, that like slat jump that no one's been hitting, but it's pretty fun.
I don't know which one
it
is.
New jump.
What's it decorated like?
It's got wooden slats.
Yeah.
Is it white?
Yeah, it's white now.
Yeah.
It wasn't at the comp, but yeah, been painted recently.
Oh.
I think I was the only one that hit it at the comp, and before the competition, I was like, "Hey man, we've got to get that jump working."
Everyone's going to be doing
jump.
it.
Everyone's going to ride it. Yeah. No, he was right.
Well, maybe Emlyn, that one jump that you did on that was key to your success.
Maybe
final positions. Maybe
that can be one of the zones.
A compulsory hit.
Yeah.
We go and put a big BFC or Dreamteas sticker on top of it. Encourage people to use it.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah, we should have a think about the zones. I think we've kind of discussed it, but I think the obvious one is the main jib zone, like where we did it in the UK champs, and we can reconfigure that. People can move stuff about in the comp if they fancy. And then I think the bowl, like that red drop, the jump out, maybe try and build something else and maybe incorporate the pond jump as well.
The lily pad, I want to have like the lily pad involved in one zone because that's a really like fun feature in there.
Yeah.
Will you get onto it? You wouldn't get onto it from that side, though, would you?
No.
You have to hit the main line to get onto the lily pad, didn't you?
Yeah, so we had a really good session last Thursday where we were dropping from the middle big jump straight into the lily pad, or you could hit the hip from there. Maybe I think if it's a good day, you could still go and just about clear the main jump. But I was thinking maybe put something by the lily pad, like a rail. So you can do a hip, lily pad, and then maybe quarter pipe afterwards if you can slow down enough.
You could put the rail on top of the lily pad.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Or what about rail going up onto it? So it's like rail to lily pad.
Cheeky.
But this is the kind of weird stuff that always ends up happening at Dreamteas. It's like...
Yeah. You just pile shit on top of each other and see what you get.
Yeah. Yeah. Move stuff around and see where it ends up, right? Sogs, did you ever go to a Dreamteas?
I only went to one. It was the first one.
Oh, right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Come on then, Slugs.
Go
Tell your
on,
cream
let's hear it.
cheese story. Get it
I
over.
had one. I had a fabulous time at the first cream cheese at Knockhill. And I had a cream tea there. And I might have won a medal.
You might have won a medal. Have you still got the medal?
No, I didn't win a medal. Actually, it was a Ride to Hill deck, sprayed gold with a marker pen on it, if I remember rightly.
Sounds about right.
I think it's just off camera to his left-hand side there.
I just picked up a couple of decks from the riders' room at Bugs, so we're bringing back those trophies as well. I got a spray and gold.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
Dan, have you got those Apollo decks you can spray up?
I've asked them for them, but he said I can't have them.
I said that Dave could have one of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I couldn't have any. I'll have one.
I've got. Let's have a look. Let's have a look right now. I thought we had 4, so I wanted to keep one. Yeah, I've got 4. So, well, I don't know how I'm going to get that to you now. Anyway, I can send the t-shirts, or I can bring them. I'll just bring it with me.
Yeah, when you go.
I'm really not getting this, am I? I'm really not. Getting this. The fans will be disappointed though if I lead them into a full sense of security, and they're all expecting bloody autographs and meet and greets and stuff like that. Well, I've said that I won't be there.
You do realise you've got to come, because if you don't go, then I'll be in charge of the live feed, and that'll be that fucked.
Yeah, I might. I'm going to Cornwall this weekend, aren't I? So I might be able to come and pick that stuff up.
Yes. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, we had this whole ride planned, didn't we? But I buggered my hip in France 2 months ago, and I still can't. Well, I carried on riding and falling on it, and it's still terrible. So I can properly stop now, just to fill you guys in.
Where are you going, Emlyn, when you come down?
Just kind of gonna meander down, and end up probably like St. Ives kind of area.
Oh, you're definitely gonna bump this down then.
Yeah.
Yeah. No way you're getting past here without a cuddle. Yeah, unfortunately, the track session is off. Mount Hawk's off.
Yeah, I actually think we should do an event down there. Let's see how this one goes, and with all the amazing amounts of money we make from it, we can put on another one.
Yeah, that's worth saying actually. There's no entry fee for Dreamteas either. It's just pay your money at Bugs, and entry is free for anyone who's at the centre.
Yeah.
Is there camping?
Yeah, so just the same really. You can camp if you want. We're not really doing anything on the Sunday. But yeah, just paying Nina and Bugs.
So yeah,
I can't remember off the top of my head prices. I think it was like if you're bringing your own board, I think it's only a tenner for the day, or like
20 quid.
20 quid or something like that.
Yeah, but
20, 30 quid. I don't know what it is, but it's cheap as chips. And
it's well worth it to keep the last Mountainboard Centre in the UK going, isn't it?
Amen, it is.
And it's just good. It'll be a good laugh to like catch up with everyone. Like the most fun things at competitions is just seeing friends you've not seen for ages, right? So Dreamteas is just going to be that on steroids. Like very little
on acid
competing. Yeah, acid. That's it. It's a competition on acid, where you're not really there to like compete. You're there to just see pals.
Stroke the grass.
Yeah, that's it. Have a lie down.
Well, obviously, if it rains, it's just going to be a massive power slide comp. And we're still
World Power Slide Championships of the world.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. If you, hey Emlyn, if you don't get a Mac and varial going on that, I'm going to be disappointed.
Is that the one where he swivels round?
Yeah. In fact, you're not even riding, are you, Emlyn? And I think I might even call Jamin then. I don't know. I did.
No, I don't think so.
That's all right.
I think I'll definitely have to ride if it's a power slide comp.
Yeah, the
because you're not.
slide was. I can't even know. It's like I'm pretty sure he does like a 1-footed power, like a 1-foot power slide, but then hops round, does a body varial, and then reverts out of it as well. It's weird as fish eggs.
Yeah, it's mad.
There's such cool variants. You either get power slides or you don't. I don't know. I had a bit of fun with downhill sliding on skateboards back in the day, so it's kind of cool. But them days at Priory, the wet days when you just have slide competitions, I have such fond memories of them. So don't be put, if you listen to this and the weather looks a bit inclement, don't be put off, because there will still be stuff going on. And it might be a little bit different to what you normally would do. Well, it'll all be a little bit different, but the power, the wet fun can be just as much fun as the dry.
It was Battle of Bugs one year. The World Freestyle Championships at Bugs got like rained off one year, and that's when we had the first World Power Slide Championships of the world. So
it was wicked.
That's great. I think there's some footage of that somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember Mick and Leo were strapped into each other's boards and sat on each other's boards as well. I don't know how it worked, but they tried to go ride down and then somehow slide.
Like a catamaran.
Yeah. Dylan and Andy were there all the way from Australia as well, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
For a power slide competition.
We showed them some real mountain boarding.
Yeah.
None of this street stuff.
Yeah. I guess we've not talked about e-boarding at Dreamteas and Jam, right? Is that going to be a thing? Because has anybody ever board slid an e-board?
Yeah.
Oh, they have?
Well, I don't know if anyone's done it very well. I've done it very, like a little one that was terrible.
Maybe we should have a...
I don't know.
I've not seen anybody frontside one.
If there's any e-boarders listening, there'll be an e-board power slide, board slide competition.
Yeah.
Like a drift event.
No. Like a board slide, like on a rail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The first person to do one gets to keep their e-board, and all the other ones we just like rip the electrics out.
Just tear the guts out of it.
Pack all the batteries in the fire. So will there be some form of Eve entertainment then? I mean, I'm assuming, I'm looking around and Emlyn's the only one that I know that's got an Eve, and he's not riding. So
I don't think we're like planning anything for e-boards, but I mean, I don't see any reason why someone on an e-board couldn't like if you want to come and enter and do some cool shit on an e-board, then do it.
Yeah, man.
Be a laugh.
If it goes well, I'm telling you, have a drift on them. Yeah. Get yourself doing some donuts and stuff like that. Grab hold of one front wheel, power on, and just go around the circle. Get the weight right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have the e-boards. What are the e-board zones at Dreamteas then? There's the board slide competition. There's the donut competition. What else?
A wheelie.
Wheelie. Yeah.
Longest wheelie.
Wheelie off the line. So like where you just get on the throttle too hard from standing.
Longest wheel spin.
I'd like it if you guys had
there all day.
I'd like it if you guys had a little here you go. We'll send up some t-shirts with Emlyn, but I think a highest ollie competition for the dirt t-shirt.
An e-board?
No, not on an e-board, on a normal board.
Oh, right, okay. I'll get a load of like skate.
Get a limbo stick, a little bamboo cane.
Yeah.
Highest ollie, no ramp.
Do you remember like when back in the skateboarding days when you're little and you get your decks and like stack them up, you like interlock the wheel.
Yeah.
How many decks can you ollie like that? Do one of those?
I'd love to do some stuff like that. I remember at one of them we had like this gold barrel at Bugs, and We were doing loads of stuff over that. I think Tom Kirkman did a front flip, like hand plant on it. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Will we be seeing a front side shifty to backside rewind out there, Dave?
Have they got anything? They've not got anything at Bugs to do that
little traffic pylon thing that Rhys did his
put a kick in before that.
Yeah,
we've got to find something to do.
We'll have to build something just for that. We'll have to grow a tree.
you got 3 weeks to grow 2 or 3 weeks to grow a tree.
Yeah, I'm sure there must be. If we ask Bugs or Eamon to find a barrel on the farm, I'm sure they're
a milk churn or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be even better for your cream teas. We get an old milk churn up there.
A cow.
Yeah.
A cow. Park a cow.
Yeah, I'm planning to go up in the week before, just for 2 days. I think that's the only time I've got. But and just like, I don't know if I have time or wood to make anything new, but at least like start arranging stuff and make sure everything's running. Try and make something new. So if there's any ideas that anyone's got like that, I think that would be good. Just stick a telegraph post in the ground or something on the jump.
Or get like one of the big yellow gas pipes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could do a big pole jam or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Something you can natter spin on or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Remember those are the sorts of tricks that we should be expecting, aren't we, from this?
Do you remember the speaking of like weird features? Do you remember the big like spinning wheel at Knockhill?
Yes.
The
tyre.
Yeah.
Like a lorry axle on its end.
Yeah, it's a lorry axle on its side with like the tyre and it spanned the whole way around.
I don't know if I saw that.
Feature
great features.
Always really wanted to build is like, but I think you could do it quite cheaply. It's like basically a really wide box, and then like just cover it in basically slip and slide plastic, and just put loads of like water and fairy liquid on it, and try and do like a stand-up board slide, like on your wheel.
Like butters.
You could do a butter, but like just a board slide on it, like, you know, full 90, but your wheels like sliding across the plastic and the fairy liquid. I'd love to try that.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I think, do you remember there was that box at the end of Court Farm, like by the quarter pipe?
Yeah, the real wide one.
Yeah, they waxed that up, and I think, again, it was like Tom and that crew were doing like lip slides. So if the wheels are sliding for that, you should be able to just do it on a slippy box.
Yeah.
I think there's a frame for an old manual pad at Bugs. We can find just a big sheet of metal. They've got that slippy white plastic that I bailed on.
You've got to make Dave's dream come true then, Emlyn, and you've got to build this for the comp.
Like skate and create.
Yeah.
There's a whole new format waiting to happen. We've got no budget.
We're really selling a product here. we got a fairy liquid covered box. And
there'll be scones, so it's great. It's fine.
Perfect scones. Well, look, we're knocking on just over an hour. We was hoping to on a short and sweet as such, as an info thing. Given the fact that this is sort of the planning call as well as the announcement call and what to expect, is there anything that we haven't hit on so far?
I guess just a shout out to the sponsors of this event. I think we've got ATV Shop, Tramper, MBS, Bugs. Anybody else?
The dirt now.
The dirt.
I'm going to fucking burn that deck now.
Yeah, we've got stickers and t-shirts.
Yeah. Black t-shirts with a hot pink BFC logo. That's going to be the prize for the podiums.
Very cool.
Yeah, so shout out to everyone who sponsored it and ourselves for making some merch.
Will any of the merch be available to buy if you were not
There'll be a limited amount. I think we'll have about 15 extra t-shirts or so, or maybe even just 10 or something. We've got to work. I've ordered 30, but I think we've already got plans for quite a few of them. For the BFC team from, all the BFC team from the UK champs, they're going to get one as well.
Oh, nice.
And
apart from Dan and Slogs.
That was the first matchup, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was our first collaboration. Yeah, slash BFC.
You guys are pros at this now. Emlyn, you are in safe hands. I mean, we invited the BFC to join with the Dirt there for the champs, and you know, I mean, the Dirt team carried a little bit of the BFC, but
oh, definitely.
I think.
Emlyn, just be prepared to be discarded, like nothing. Once you've got a new collab, because they just drop you, man. They don't care.
Yeah.
No, we've entered the BFC multiverse, and you know, eventually the Dirt, the BFC, and Daydream Productions will all come together as like a big triple thing.
Yeah. Said it wasn't possible, but
that's it.
Yeah.
There's a 10 competition story arc that starting.
Oh my days! I can't wait to level up.
Yeah, all you got to do is come to one, Dan.
That's it. Right. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can sweet talk the wife. Maybe I might be able to do it in a day. If I leave ultra early.
We're planning on doing it in a day because we've got the kids that weekend, Dan.
You're 2 hours closer than I am.
Oh, you always pull that one out of the bag. Stop whinging about it. Move closer.
Drive to Slogs, Dan, and then he can take you the rest of the way. And you can sleep in the back.
Yeah, but then that's assuming a lot of Claire, because Slogs does fuck all.
I don't know about that. I can drive. I think Claire chooses not to let me drive.
Another reason. Look, gents, I do hope to be there. I would like to be there. You never know. Slogs will be there representing. Emlyn, I'll see you this weekend.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll arrange that pickup.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just busy at my nephew's party in the early afternoon, but around that, I'm all yours, sweet cheeks. And you, gentlemen.
Is that jelly and ice cream? Is that your new jam you've got going on?
Jelly and ice cream. Yeah, it's Daydream cross the Dirt. We're calling it jelly and ice cream. Yeah, gents, we shall see you all on the weekend. Final run through date, time?
8th of October. BugsBoarding. Midday. Riders meeting at midday.
Excellent. Let's get it on, gentlemen. We'll see you there, hopefully, and hopefully you'll see some of the viewers. Thank you very much for your time. You have been watching Dirt cross Daydream cross BFC. Enjoy.
Way aye, man. That was dead canny as out, that like. Cheers for tuning out to listen. Now, before you gan yem, don't forget, if you want to keep getting doing with the Dorty Dort fun, like and subscribe. Get amongst it. Shy Ben's getting out.